God is good.
All the time.
God all the time.
God is good.
Yes.
And that is His nature. Welcome to Ancient Wisdom. Today we'd like to finalize on our topic on introduction to faith. And karibu sana mwalimu Wadeto. My name is Kihara. We take the next step. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome. As you have said in the introduction to today's lessons, we have been in the introduction to our topic about faith, and in our conclusion to the introduction, we highlight the division of faith.
Okay.
In other words, the group of faith.
Okay.
So faith is divided into four classes or divisions.
Okay.
The first division is the creed.
The creed.
The creed is the faith that we profess.
Okay.
The faith that we profess.
Okay.
Then we have the second division of faith.
Yes.
That is the sacraments.
Sacrament.
This is the faith that we celebrate.
The faith that we celebrate.
The faith that we celebrate.
Okay.
Then we have the third division.
That division.
The commandment.
The commandment.
The faith that we live in.
The faith that we live in.
Yes, the faith that we live in.
Yes.
And lastly, prayers.
Prayers.
The faith we pray in. So those are the four divisions of faith.
Okay.
Then after that,
yes,
we ask ourselves,
yes,
how do the man respond to God?
Okay.
The man responds to God through faith.
Okay.
It is through faith,
yes,
that the man responds to God.
Okay.
So we go now to the characteristic of faith.
Okay.
Characteristic of faith.
Okay.
Faith has four characteristics.
Yes.
Characteristic one is
yes,
obedient to God.
Obedient to God.
Here,
yes,
understand this.
Okay.
That if we could say that one is have faith in God,
yes,
he must be obedient to Him.
Okay.
An example.
Yes.
Have you ever heard about giving tithe?
Yes.
In other words, 10%
yes,
of what you earn?
Yes.
By having faith that it is God who gives you all that you have,
yes,
we give tithe.
Okay.
So we are called to be obedient to Him.
Okay.
By giving tithe.
Okay.
So by giving tithe,
yes,
with no denial,
yes,
it is a clear indicator that you have obedience to God.
Okay.
Then we have the next characteristic, faithfulness to God.
Faithfulness.
How faithful are you in God?
Okay.
Again, back to the issue of tithe.
Okay.
Are you faithful?
Yes.
While giving tithe?
Yes.
Most of the time still, we still God. We still what God has given us. What is due to God.
Okay.
We still. So
yes,
are you faithful to God? The other one is loyalty to God.
Loyalty to God.
Loyalty to God. Yeah. And we must be very loyal to Him.
Okay.
Then lastly, devotion to the Holy Trinity.
Devotion to the Holy Trinity.
To the Holy Trinity.
Holy Trinity.
We must be devoted. Yes. Show our devotedness, yes, to the Holy Trinity.
Okay.
So that's what we could say the summary of our lessons about faith.
Okay.
So now allow us to join the second topic, yes, the creed.
Or the creed.
And the creed, we said,
yes, it
is the faith that we profess.
Okay.
Creed is the faith that we profess.
Yes.
So that is the creed.
Okay.
So the creed is the faith that we profess. We have three types of creed.
Three types of creed?
Three types of creed.
Yes.
And before we go to the types of creed,
yes,
what is the word creed means? Creed, yes, is borrowed, okay, or is from the Greek word credo.
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 Okay.
Credo,
yes,
in other word, means I believe.
I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Creed,
yes,
we could say it is the summary of what Christian believe.
Summary of what
Christian
believe.
Creed is the faith, is the summary of what Christian believe. And when we say that I believe,
yes,
when you say that I believe,
yes,
means hold or accept something said by another person.
Okay.
So that's
or
hold
accept.
or accept to be true.
Okay.
What is said by another person.
Okay.
So that's what you say, I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
Yes.
Back to the types of faith, of creed.
Yes.
We have 3 types of creed.
Yes.
Namely, Baptismal Creed,
Baptismal Creed.
Nicene Creed,
Nicene.
and Apostolic Creed. Apostle Creed.
Yes.
Have you heard about Baptismal Creed? What is your understanding of the Baptismal Creed is?
My understanding, I think, is the creed that we usually say during when we are giving sacraments like baptismal or confirmation.
Yes, in our basic understanding,
Yes.
we could say that Baptismal Creed
Yes.
is those vows that are taken, vows taken
Yes.
during the administration of sacrament,
Okay.
and in particular the initiating sacrament,
Yes.
like baptism
Yes.
and confirmation.
Confirmation.
Those vows that are taken,
Okay.
those vows says, do you believe in God? What is the response? Yes, I believe. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Yes, I believe. Do you believe in the Holy Spirit? Yes, I believe. So that's what we call the Baptismal Creed. And when the Baptismal Creed is said,
Yes.
the Nicene Creed
Yes.
is not recited or
Nicene.
sung.
Okay.
Instead,
Yes.
we take the vows. In other words, the Baptismal Creed. So that's what we call the Baptismal Creed.
Yes.
Go back to the second type of creed, the Nicene Creed.
Nicene Creed.
What is the Nicene Creed?
Yes.
Nicene Creed,
Yes.
as we have said earlier, emerged in the year 318 during the reign of Constantine the Great.
Okay.
Constantine the Great.
What was the challenge?
Who was, in the first place, who was the Constantine Great?
He was the emperor.
He was the Roman emperor.
Okay.
And when he was Constantine the Great was a Roman emperor. Who was his mother? Who was the mother to Constantine the Great? Was Helena. Helena was the mother to Constantine the Great.
Okay.
And today he is referred as Saint Constantine, and even mother is Saint Helena. So during the reign of Constantine the Great, in that year of 318 AD, the heresy emerged, led by a priest from Egypt, Alexandria, who was known as Aurus.
Okay.
He came up with a belief and a teaching of that Jesus Christ, about the nature of Jesus Christ. The nature of Jesus Christ. We know very well that Jesus has 2 natures, the nature of man and the nature of God. But according to the teaching of Aurus, who was a great theologian and a priest, he started teaching the Pharisee that Jesus was not God, but was a true man. And he tried to win many theologians, of which he did.
Okay.
And it is during the same time that another group of theologians emerged who claimed that Jesus was not man, but instead was God.
Okay.
That there is no way God could share the nature of man and share of God. So again, the dispute emerged in the church. And noting very well during the reign of Constantine, the church was one. It was Catholic.
Okay.
So in fact, in that time, the division have not emerged.
Yes.
So you could see Constantine being a staunch Catholic,
Okay.
seeing that this division of faith, this dispute about faith, will also affect his reign, his ruling power. So what did he do? He called the great theologian in the year 318,
Yes.
and he said they must come with the faith that we shall be professing.
Yes.
It is in Nicaea that those bishops who are known as great theologians met. And after a while, they concluded with the Nicene Creed.
Yes.
Hence, the name Nicene Creed emerged from the name Nicaea, the place where they met. And they said this, for for us to clear all the doubt about the nature of Jesus Christ, they put this in the Nicene Creed that God from God, light from light, begotten and not created. They proceed by saying, thereby saying God from God, light from light, created and not begotten and not created. They explain the nature of Jesus as a true God.
Okay.
Then they proceed and saying, for the sake of us men, he became man, born of Virgin Mary. You see, there they explain his nature as a human nature. Hence, the clear explanation of the nature of Jesus being a true man and a true God. So the dispute ended there. And that's why today, the Nicene Creed, we find it either sung or recited during the Sunday Mass,
okay,
or during the solemnity.
Okay.
And when you hear maybe the word sang Nasadiki, hope you have heard it, or I believe, Nasadiki, that song, it is the Nicene Creed. And there are so many names like Sad Creed. Why Sad Creed? Because it's recited or sung during Sunday Mass.
Okay.
Why Nicene Creed? Because it developed in the place called Nicaea. Why Constantinopolitan Creed? Because it emerged. It developed during the reign of Constantine the Great. Okay. So that's the second creed, the Nicene Creed. So we go to the third types of creed. That is the Apostle Creed.
Yes.
The Apostle Creed. And when we go to the Apostle Creed, yes, we may talk much about the faith that we believe in. Yes. The faith that Christians believe. And this Apostle Creed emerged. If you read the Acts of Apostle, yes, I may ask, who is the writer of the Acts of Apostle?
The Acts of Apostle.
Yes. Who is the writer? Luke. Yes. Luke, the writer of the Gospel. Yes. And for the sake of understanding, that's why you could see that in his first chapter of Luke and first chapter of Acts of Apostle, he started by saying, I'm writing to you, O Theophilus. Theophilus is the friend of God. So he's writing to the friends of God. But before I go, allow me to go back to the second type of creed, because I remember something very important to cover up in the second type of creed. And which was it? The second type of creed?
The
Nicene Creed.
Yes.
I've remembered a very important thing. During the reign of Constantine the Great, yes, was a Roman emperor. Yes. I've remembered that in every year, yes, February 14th, yes, which things is celebrated in every 14th year? Valentine Day. Yes. Do you know how it emerged?
No.
It emerged, yes, during the reign of Constantine the Great. Yes. Constantine the Great, being a strong Catholic, a staunch Catholic, yes, he came up with a ruling that there will be no more Christian marriages or marriages. Yes. No marriages at all within his territories of Roman Empire. Yes. And when we talk of Roman Empire, yes, it goes all over to Egypt, part of Asia, and Italy, and all those areas were under his emperor, was under his reign. Okay. And this is what he come and say, that there is be no more Christian marriage. So he banned marriages. He said, no, we must serve God in a celibate life. Okay. We must please God in the celibate life. Yes. So he went contrary to the God during the time of God creation, where he blessed the man and go and multiply and fill the earth. So it is during this time that the Catholic priest, known as Valentine, yes, he came up and said, no, we must not fight what God came up with. Okay. The principle of marriage. Okay. So he started performing secret marriages. Yes. And it is in 14th February, okay, that he was assassinated. Okay. So toward the universe church, yes, they celebrate Valentine, yes, as the martyr. And that's why you see the color is red,
Okay.
according to the liturgy.
Okay.
But the secular nations,
Yes.
they hold it as a day of wrath.
Okay.
But it is not so. It is a matter.
So as we conclude, I would like to ask,
yes,
who developed Apostles' Creed?
Apostle Creed.
Yes.
I think because of the time,
Yes.
allow us to enter into the second topic. We do it, which will be our favorite topic.
Yes.
We are now entering the Apostle Creed.
Okay.
I shall be very clearly explain how it developed.
Okay.
So allow us to add our topic there, preparing ourselves for the favorite topic.
Okay.
Yes. So thank you very much for inviting,
Yes.
as well as for sharing this great moment of understanding our faith. And we know that out of the God mercy and His grace, we shall receive His mercy, His blessings, and be rewarded.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
I would like to take this chance to say that welcome to this channel again. You have become a blessing. Would like to ask our viewers to like, to share, to comment, and subscribe. We are really looking at your comments, and we really appreciate. And we would like to say that we hope that we shall save at least one soul using this conversation, which will be very great for us. Thank you. Bye. Tuonane tena.